Both, I'm Watanabe Shinji, Kudo Daido Shihan, and also Yuigari Karate Renshi. Today's post is about weapons. I have never formally learned weapons, nor do I plan to in the future. But as part of supplementary training for karate, I occasionally practice a little with weapons. Yes, it's been said for a long time, practicing weapons is beneficial for karate. So why is training in weapons beneficial for karate? Does anyone have any opinions? Because the body operations in weapons is same to it in karate. That's not wrong, but you cannot get a high score. If that was the case, then just practicing karate would be enough, wouldn't it? Is there really a need to practice weapons? Any other thoughts? Because the weight of the weapon acts as load and helps strengthen karate movements. Sorry, that's not it. It's not about adding loads. Any other ideas? Well, the correct answer is that the weapon actually assists your movements. Yes, it helps, rather than adds loads. What does that mean? Now, let me explain this in more detail, and I'll also introduce some training methods that can substitute for weapons if you don't have any. Stay tuned. Oath. Today's topic is sai. There are various weapons referred to as kobudo in modern times, but in the history of Okinawan karate, the items that can be clearly called weapons are sai and bo. For example, the kama and the axe were just tools used by karateka living in farming or fishing villages for self-defense when necessary. Therefore, something appears there that is not linked to the karate movement. Or, as for the tonfa, I believe it was a simple protective tool used in training to fight against someone armed with a bow. Therefore, I feel a little uncomfortable with the current situation in which they are practiced in parallel under the name of kobudo. However, examining and verifying whether my opinions are historically accurate is not the focus of this video, so let's aside for now. Anyway, today's topic is the sai. The practice I do is simply holding the sai in a reverse grip and do tsuki. That's pretty much it. Sometimes I swing it like this, but the basic practice is just that. So, how does this help with karate movements? What is the point of old style karate movements represented by classic naihachi? That's right, it's to move the hands fast and use the movement of the arms seoji, center of gravity, to pull the entire body's seoji. Naturally, in this case, it's either if the arms are heavier. It's easier to put something heavy with something moderately heavy, rather than trying to put something heavy with something light. Right? That's why I add weight with the thigh. By doing this, you can better grasp the sensation of moving the hands first and the arms COZ movement, initiating the body's COZ movement. It's a very simple way, but it's very effective. But if you ask me, I don't own thigh, so is there another good method? Then I have a few recommendations. The first idea is walking dumbbells or something like that. The key is to add weight to your arms. So even if it's not thigh, increasing the weight of your arms helps you grasp the essence of old style karate movements, where the arms COZ movement drives the whole body's COZ movement. However, the downside of walking dumbbells is that they are too easy to hold. The human body tends to move from the parts where the muscles are tense. So, if your hands are too relaxed, it's easy for your body to move first, and then your arm. This is not the movements of old style karate. Therefore, something harder to hold would be better. From this perspective, the second idea is this is a piece that removed from 3 kilogram dumbbell. Since it's harder to hold, you need to use more strength in your fingertips to hold it. When your fingers are straining, it naturally helps you initiate movement from your hands. And also you can easily grasp the sensation of using this weight to pull your whole body. The third idea is the key is to put force into your fingertips. So something like this would be fine too. It's a hand gripper. Since this isn't training your grip strength, a weak spring is fine. Hold it as if you are squeezing it a little. Then do tsuki. Since it has no weight, you can't strengthen the sense of pulling your body with your arms, but it will make it easier to grasp the sensation of movement from your hand. Now, these are 3 alternative ideas for those who do not have thigh. But there is no doubt that training with thigh is the best way to practice. Using thigh, it is easier to get the feeling of pulling the body with the arms. You need finger strength to hold it. And in addition, you will naturally acquire the feeling of striking with the bones properly aligned. This is a feeling that you cannot get with the aforementioned alternatives. So, even if you are only interested in bare hand karate and not in weapons, I can still recommend thigh. As for thigh, I would now recommend the brand Achamake. This company offers good quality thigh at reasonable prices. Shall I post the address of that store? Oh, I am not being paid by that company to this advertise. There's no money going to me for this comment. I'll add that just to be sure. Well, that's all for this video. Uh, I was going to end with this one, but I have one more thing to say. Do you have any good ideas to help me learn some of the old karate moves easily that I don't have to use those tools? If someone asks me that, I want to say nothing such as sound too good to be true. But actually, it is. In that case, try opening your hands and doing tsuki. Don't have crooked fingers. Try tsuki with your fingers together, straight down to the tips of your fingers. Then, wonders of wonders, you can do tsuki naturally move from the hand. And also, it will be easier to grasp the correct direction of force. By the way, as you probably know, there are schools that do sanchin or naihanchi with open hands. Right? I wonder this is what they originally meant. Maybe. Well, that's really it for this video. How was the content? If you found it interesting or informative, please give it a like. Comments are also welcome. I'd be happy to hear your opinions. See you soon. Oath.